People, including Mayor Bloomberg, agreed with me on the Central Park Five. They admitted, they said, they pled guilty. And I said, well, if they pled guilty, they badly hurt a person, killed a person ultimately. And if they pled guilty, then they pled, we're not guilty.
The members of the Central Park Five filed a lawsuit against former President Donald Trump on Monday, accusing him of making false and defamatory statements about their 1989 case during a recent presidential debate. In the federal suit, the five men allege that Trump acted with reckless disregard for the truth when he claimed during a September debate with Vice President Kamala Harris that they had pleaded guilty to crimes related to the assault and rape of a woman in New York City. Trump also falsely stated that the teenagers badly hurt a person, killed a person in the attack. Throughout his political campaigns, Trump has consistently promoted a tough-on-crime image, and his debate remarks highlighted his readiness to reference racially charged criminal cases to bolster his platform. Trump has remained critical of the case as his political career evolved. In 2016, then-candidate Trump defended his stance, telling CNN they admitted they were guilty. He also criticized New York City's $41 million settlement with the men in a 2014 op-ed in the New York Daily News, calling the decision a disgrace. In the lawsuit filed in federal court in Philadelphia, the men's attorney stated, defendant Trump's statements were false and defamatory in numerous respects. They clarified that the five men, now in their 50s, never pleaded guilty to the Central Park assaults, maintaining their innocence throughout their trial, imprisonment, and after their release. The lawyers also noted none of the victims of the Central Park assaults were killed.
67 million Americans saw Donald Trump say that these five men pled guilty to, quote, having killed, unquote, this woman, and those statements are false and defamatory. They did not plead guilty. And they did not kill anyone. In fact, the victim did not die. And these men now have to clear their names all over again. Mr. Trump failed to acknowledge that they had been fully exonerated, that the person who was guilty confessed, was convicted, is serving time in prison, that the DA's office petitioned the court to vacate the conviction, that the judge signed that order. And so these men have been fully exonerated, and yet Mr. Trump continues to suggest that they are guilty.
Stephen Chung, a spokesperson for Trump's campaign, dismissed the lawsuit as just another frivolous, election interference lawsuit aimed at distracting the public from Kamala Harris's dangerously liberal agenda and failing campaign. The lawsuit seeks both compensatory and punitive damages, asserting that Trump's comments misrepresented the men and caused them severe emotional distress. The group had been coerced into making false confessions in the 1989 case and were later exonerated in 2002 when DNA evidence identified another perpetrator. The men subsequently sued New York City, resulting in a settlement in 2014. Trump's vocal involvement in the case dates back to the late 1980s when, as a prominent New York figure, he purchased full-page ads in city newspapers calling for the reinstatement of the death penalty with the headline, "Bring back the death penalty. Bring back our police." During last month's debate, Harris referenced Trump's past actions, reminding viewers, this is the same individual who took out a full-page ad in the New York Times calling for the execution of 5 young Black and Latino boys who were innocent, the Central Park Five. One of the ads Trump purchased was included in the lawsuit as evidence. The Central Park Five have endured unimaginable hardship, wrongfully accused and imprisoned for crimes they didn't commit. Their story is a testament to resilience in the face of injustice, and their long journey to exoneration serves as a powerful reminder of the flaws that can exist within the justice system. After years of living with the weight of false accusations, they were finally cleared in 2002, but the emotional scars of their experience remain deep. Despite their innocence, they continue to face attacks on their character, as seen in Trump's recent remarks, reopening old wounds that should have long been healed. These 5 men have shown extraordinary strength, not just in overcoming the trauma of wrongful imprisonment, but in rebuilding their lives with dignity and purpose. Their story isn't just one of survival but of triumph over adversity. They've become advocates for justice reform, standing as living proof that even when the odds seem insurmountable, the truth has the power to prevail. Their fight to clear their names and reclaim their futures has inspired millions, serving as a beacon of hope for those who have been marginalized and wronged by the system. As this new legal battle unfolds, it's crucial for all of us to reflect on what their experience teaches us about justice, forgiveness, and resilience. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What are your opinions on the Central Park Five's case and Trump's recent statements? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on this important case and other stories of justice, perseverance, and redemption. Together, we can keep their message alive and support the pursuit of truth.
People, including Mayor Bloomberg, agreed with me on the Central Park Five. They admitted, they said, they pled guilty. And I said, well, if they pled guilty, they badly hurt a person, killed a person ultimately. And if they pled guilty, then they pled, we're not guilty.